Hello everyone, it's Nuke Ocelot here, the average gamer with the above average personality, and just coming at you here with a little bit of a Modern Warfare video. This isn't really going to be about playing the beta so much as it is going to be talking about some of the reviews that I've been hearing recently. Is that if you're paying any attention to YouTube, especially large YouTube personalities like Drifter, does a lot of Modern Warfare content, he does a lot of Call of Duty content in general. He's really been kind of irking me lately, and if you listen to him and you listen to this, you'll understand why. Is that the majority of his commentary regarding the beta is all things that he would like to see improved in the game, which, granted, you know, that's his opinion. These are things that he wants to have improved. But what bugs me about this is that everything that he wants improved in the game seems to be very selfish. And what I mean by that is, it's all designed to make him a better player. It's not really in the interest of the gaming community. It's not really in the interest of everybody who's playing the game, which is what you would typically want to see from a content creator like Drifter. It's like things like in this game, it's a matter of I want, footsteps to be louder so I can hear my enemies, but quieter from my allies, so I don't get them confused. I want a mini-map that gives me the ability to be able to see my allies, but I don't want to see the outlines of my allies while I'm running around the map because it makes the map too cluttered. I don't want to be able to not see into buildings, so, it can't be dark inside of a building to the point where I can't see somebody. And if it is going to be dark to the point where I can't see somebody, allow me to see their nameplate and center it over them so I know where to shoot. Everything in this game everything that the content creators are saying that they want in this game seems to be something that they want to have in place so they can just continue to melt. And I think that's really, really a shitty perspective to take a look at it. Like, they don't seem to be taking a look at the core gameplay mechanics. They're just more interested right now in saying, hey, this game does not allow me to melt nearly as well as I could in Modern Warfare 2. It's not allowing me to melt nearly as well as I could in World War 2 or Black Ops 4. I want you to change this so I can keep making content and keep making millions of dollars off of these fans. And the same thing that bothers me about content creators is when they post you a video telling you a best class setup, and you know that that YouTube personality can literally melt with any gun on the map, no matter what in the game, no matter what the attachments are, doesn't matter. Is that they're just going to go ham. Dismo was a good example of this. That guy literally could pick up a sack of potatoes and come out with a nuke. That guy's insane. But he's a pub stomper. He's not MLG. He's not a professional gamer. He just likes to go make his videos and cream noobs that come into the game. That's what he likes to do. But then he tries to pass off videos as being legitimate when he was like, oh, these are my best class setups of what worked for me. Well, what works for you is literally any gun under the sun with any attachment. It does not matter. I'm really, really tired of content creators being disingenuous when it comes to this, because this is not, especially with Drifter, this is not a true critique of the game that would appeal to the overall audience of the game. It's a critique of the game that appeals pretty much to Drifter. And my issue with that is, like, it appeals to him in a way where, if you listen to his latest video, he even tells you that he has to relearn the game. He can't keep going with the strategies that he's been used to from the last Call of Duties. How do you get any sort of innovation if a player does not need to change their playstyle? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you get innovation out of a game if players don't have to change their playstyle? The game is expected to change its mechanics. The game itself is expected to change the way that it's supposed to revolutionize itself, given the fact that it's a war shooter. There's really only so much you can do. It's up to the players to be able to innovate, to be able to change their playstyle to coincide with the changes that are being made in the game. This is really, really frustrating for me. And I'm not a major content creator. There will probably be about 5 people who see this video, but I guarantee you that those 5 people will be able to see some logic in what I'm saying. Is that all these content creators are going on and saying that this game is shit and everything else because they can't do the things that they've been able to do in every previous iteration of Call of Duty. And now they don't realize, and it's not seeming to sink in, that they have to change their playstyle in order to be able to match the game if they want innovation. Is that they're complaining that there's too much flinch when you use like a sniper rifle, or when you use a marksman rifle, or you use a light machine gun. Yeah, there's more flinch because your weapon is heavier. It's not designed to be able to rush. The constant complaint I'm hearing from multiple multiple influencers on YouTube is that I can't rush anymore. This game does not cater to a rusher. Well, no shit, it doesn't cater to a rusher. If you wanted a rushing game, we literally had Black Ops 4, which only came out like last year, year before, I can't even remember, I hate that game. But it literally only came out, and that is a rusher's paradise. That game is completely designed around rushing. Is that you can rush with a shotgun, you can rush with a sniper rifle, you can rush with whatever you want, and you can slay. You can slay because you have a mini-map that gives you red dots, so you don't even have to look at what's in front of you. You can just pay attention to the mini-map, and you can go and you can kick ass. Modern Warfare is not that game. Modern Warfare appears to be the type of game which is more of a realistic shooter. I mean, obviously, you're still going to have components about it which defy realism. You're going to have to do that just in order to be able to put things in the game and make it fun. I get that. But you can't have the same things in this every game for infinitum and expect that it's like, oh, God, I'm getting exasperated right now because it just bothers me so much that people who make a huge amount of money off of YouTube videos can't see the logic in what it is that I'm saying. They can't see the logic of what people are saying in their comments because I'm not the only one. It's not like, this is my own idea and I'm trying to run with it. Is that there's a lot of people who understand that if you want innovation in a game, you're sometimes going to have to innovate the way that you play, and that's the way it is with Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare is not designed for a rushing player. If you're thinking you're just going to get up an SMG and you're just going to run in like Rambo and kill everybody, that's likely not going to work out very well for you. And I hope to God that Infinity Ward keeps it that way because that's what makes this game interesting. 32 Ground War is fun as fuck. I suck at it. I die a lot, but it is fun as fuck. You want to be a sniper on top of a ridge and hope that people just ignore you and pick people off from far away, you can do that. You want to ride in a vehicle, you want to ride into a tank, or you want to carry people around the map, you can do that. If you want to sneak around corners and stuff like that with an SMG, and you can also do that as well. There's enough action going on in this game that anything that you choose to do, any playstyle that you choose to adopt, if you're good enough at it, you're probably going to do well. So some of the things that have been bothering me that people have been saying is claymores. They're like, claymores are they're too fast. They die too fast to the claymores. I can't see them very well. Their lasers don't show up well. Has anybody ever watched any sort of fucking movie that's ever had a claymore in it and seen a bright fucking laser coming off of the claymore indicating to you where it's at? No! There are perks, that in this game that are completely designed to mitigate that, and if you don't want to use them, that's fine, but they're there. There's a perk that will decrease the fuse time on a claymore, so you can run past it. And not only that, but obviously, like there's the perk that allows you to be able to see enemy equipment on the map as well. I mean, these are things that are put in place to make it so they're just a little less irritating, but you're going to have to give up something if you want that. If you want to have that peace of mind when you run into a fucking building that you're not going to run into a claymore. And trust me, I fucking hate claymores. I hate fucking running into them. I wish people who use them would die. But, okay, not really. I don't really wish they would die. But at the same time, I understand why they're there, and I understand their purpose, and I understand why they're fun to use. And that goes the same for anything in the game. Is that when it comes to the kill streaks seem pretty balanced. My biggest issue with kill streaks, when you consider say Black Ops 4, was that the main kill streaks that people used, the sniper's nest, the chopper, and the attack chopper, and the strike team, all three of those, you had no control over. They just went on their own. So basically, it was like having a pro player on your side at all times. Is what I like about the chopper gunner, and I like about is that you have control over that. You have control over that. The VTOL, you don't have a lot of control over so much, but it's not like I'm telling you right now, it's not like the attack chopper. That VTOL can get you if you're out in the open, but it does not have X-ray vision being able to see you through buildings and shit. That makes it way more balanced than anything in Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 is such a piece of shit game compared to even the beta of Modern Warfare. Does the beta itself have some issues? Oh, absolutely, but I mean, that's why it's a fucking beta. It has connection issues. I mean, I can't get into a match and then pop out of a match and then pop back into a match with a party without breaking the party up and putting it back together. I really hope they get that fucking fixed before the game comes out, because that's kind of a make or break thing, really. Is the lighting a little too dark? Maybe the lighting is a little too dark, but again, like I say, is that if this was real fucking war and I go into a building and there's no fucking lights in there, it's probably pretty fucking dark. Maybe I should toss a flashbang in there, or maybe I should toss some smoke or something, maybe something to obscure my vision the vision of whoever happens to be in that building lying in wait. You know, maybe. All I'm saying is that people need to be able to innovate. You can't just expect you can't just expect to ask people who make these games, listen, I don't want this Call of Duty to be like other Call of Duties. I want there to be innovation. I want something new, but I also want it to be old. I want it to harken back to the days of Modern Warfare 2, but I want you to make it new. So if you can make it old and make it new at the same time, I'd be really fucking happy with that. And then not innovate yourself. Not change your playstyle. Is that like, I'm an average gamer. This game here, I went off, I went lit. But you know what? I do not do this in the majority of the games that I play. Majority of the games I play, I'm pretty decent, but you know, no one's gonna write home to mom about my KD. I'm really energetic today. This is kind of what I was looking for in my videos, because my videos seem really bland, they seem really dull. Did not have a lot of energy, but this really has me passionate, because I really, really can't stand the idea that some fucking idiot is out there getting paid. Like, Drifter literally said that if he had like a quarter for every time he said a comment, he'd be able to buy another Tesla. I mean, like, the dude's got like a Tesla from making videos on fucking YouTube. You think that you would try to, any shilling fucking products and all this other shit. And don't get me wrong, Drifter seems like he's a really nice guy. He really does. He seems like he's a nice guy. He makes quality content. His in-depth videos were one of the reasons that I started watching YouTube videos to begin with. But I just can't stand the fact that he can't see how fucking pretentious he's become since he became fucking famous. It's just really, really fucking irritating. And don't talk to me about how many fucking Teslas you have. Don't talk to me about how you're shilling CBD oil. Don't be talking about any of that shit. Just give me an honest fucking summation of what you believe is in the game. Don't give it to me from the standpoint of, oh, I'm not melting, so I'm not going to be able to get my my subs list up, or I keep adding to my subs list so I can keep making more fucking money off of the people who listen to my fucking videos, because I've long since forgot what putting fucking good content out is. You know, and I'm teeing off on Drifter, but he's definitely not the only content creator that does the exact same thing. They were like, yeah, I like Modern Warfare, but I really wish that it was more like me. I wish that it would just cater to me, so I can continue to slay. Because I went into a couple of games, and I didn't slay like I was used to doing, so I really just want them to make a game. I want them to innovate it, but I don't want them to innovate it so much that it ruins my playstyle and I actually have to learn to do something fucking new. I'm not repeating the same fucking content I have past the last 6 fucking Call of Duty games. Like, fuck. So what I'm hoping is that with this video is that I will produce, I'll end up producing more content. I'm seriously not looking to make any money off of fucking anything. All I want to do is just make fun videos that maybe my friends listen to and they can, they can pick something up from. That's kind of my deal with what I'm doing here. So, outside of that, my opinion on the Modern Warfare beta is it's fun as fuck. Is the multiplayer, I can go 5-6 games, get my ass kicked before I actually have one that's decent. But when I do have that decent game, it's fun, it's satisfying. Shotgun kills are fun, they're satisfying. I don't use LMGs. I don't find LMGs to be particularly useful in this game. I haven't really seen a whole lot of people to be using LMGs, to be honest. But shotguns, SMGs, assault rifles, across the board, there's something for everybody. My biggest pet peeve with any game is that you have 20 some odd guns and then nobody uses any of the guns. Everybody uses like 2 guns. And then I'm like, why did you waste so much time putting in guns if you're not going to make every gun fucking fun to play with? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Even if you come into a situation where 2 or 3 guns out of each category are fairly balanced and play off well against one another, that's great too. And I'm not saying it's easy to do. I'm not a fucking game designer. I don't understand the mechanics of balancing weapons or understanding the challenges that's behind. But fuck, man, this is not the first Call of Duty. There's been so many fucking Call of Duties, and you think that you would learn by now it'd be like, we're gonna offer 32 guns and people are gonna use 4 of them. That sounds about right? Let's put all this effort into this and make it so only 4 guns get used. What the fuck? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why people would do that. But from what I played, the guns are pretty balanced. The M14 is really right off the chain. Is that its time to kill is way too low. Is that I think it's like 73 milliseconds or something like that. So if you're not a numbers guy, that literally means you can shoot somebody 3 times, or sorry, kill somebody 3 times before they can even draw up on you once through their sights. So that's pretty insane. So hopefully they fix that. Again, the kill streaks are pretty balanced. I haven't found anything yet that's super irritated me in this game when it comes to kill streaks. UAVs super easy to shoot down. If they're up though, they give a distinct advantage, just exactly what you would expect. There's a rolling light infantry assault vehicle, and the maps are big enough and convoluted enough that you don't ever feel like you're just going to be hosed into one corridor and not able to get away from it. That's what I'm saying, is the majority of the kill streaks in this game you can get away. If you're creative, you can get away from them. If you're stuck out in the open with your pants down, you're going to get fucked, and that's the way that it should be. That is absolutely the way that it should be. It shouldn't be like Black Ops 4 where I got so many kills now, and now I'm going to double or triple my score because I've got 3 kill streaks that I can use back to back. That I don't even need to control them. They're just like having 3 MLG players on my team, and just let them go. I fucking hate Black Ops 4 for that reason. Snipers. I don't typically use snipers. I don't typically use snipers in games, but they seem pretty balanced too. Anyway, that's it for my content for now. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a lot more energetic than I've been used to making and doing in videos, and I'm hoping that this content becomes more streamlined as it goes, and the commentary becomes better, and eventually I add a camera, and eventually I get better at Call of Duty. Average Gamer out. Thanks.